Hello everyone, welcome back. I am OBeardedOneHD and this is ATM7 SKYBLOCK. Today we are going to be looking at the tastiness that is mystical agriculture. So that should be heckin' tasty. There's quite a lot we need to look into. But just to let you see what I've kind of been doing, not too much. I went back into the Twilight Forest. I got some more ores from those hollow hills. I also got a little bit more Oldemodium, so only a little bit, but eventually we'll be going there a lot more to get some more. We created the Swiftwolf's Rendingale ring last time, and I didn't really know how it worked, because in previous iterations of Project E, as it's now known, I'm not sure what it was known as before, but I used to play it with Tekit. Essentially, as soon as you had the ring, that's it. You could fly. But they've changed it now so that you require a Klein Star or a version of Klein Star. So if I can show you a Klein Star, it's all in German, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sphere, and then Omega. I guess they just didn't like the last name. But essentially, this holds EMC. And you can gather EMC by getting a collector. Is it collector? Well, there's a relay here. Okay, this is very odd because these are here, but the collectors aren't. I'm gonna have to look into it because why are they not there? Okay, I will figure this out at another point. But the point is, we're not gonna need it for today, but we know how it works. Easy peasy. First thing we're going to look at for mystical agriculture, if we type, oh no, that's the wrong one. Mystical agriculture, we have these seeds. So we can have a look at these prosperity seed base. So it's a wheat seed with prosperity shards around it. Now the prosperity seed base is pretty much the base of what you need for all your different types of seeds. The Solium one, I'm not sure what these are used for. So these are more for animals and that kind of stuff. The Wither Skeleton one would be quite nice. They also require these soul jars. You need to kill the type of animal or entity in order to get soul into it. Wow! And yeah. Wow! We also need what you saw there, these little bits, the infusion crafting. So let's make an infusion altar. We also need 8 infusion pedestals. Might be 8, I can't remember how many exactly. Oh no, there we go. Right, let's make one of these. We need dark matter. Oh, we do actually need dark matter. So we've got dye right there. Red carpet. We only need one of them, so I'd rather make red wool. Red dye. We can make it with beetroot. So we can do that. Do we have any wool? We have... Can this be made into... No. String. Oh, we have plenty of string. Hell yeah. We just need another one. We get our red dye. There we go. Make 3 red carpet. Now for dark matter, that's a little bit more expensive. We need Aeternalis fuel and an Oldemodium ingot. We get Aeternalis fuel from Mobius fuel with the Philosopher's Stone. And then we make that with alchemical coal and that with regular coal. So we need quite a bit. Let's make 4. Do we make 4 stacks? We'll see how much this gets us. Oh, perfect. That, as well as Oldemodium. 2 dark matter. Right, let's look at our infusion altar again. We can create it. Thank you very much. We got a little task complete. And let's look at our pedestal. Oh, we do need more red wool. Oh boy. We'll need 8 of these. Because it's points to the compass, so... Let's make 8 just in case. And... Did I not have that one before? Maybe not. Right, let's get beetroot. There we go. Red wool. Okay. So we need just a little fancy place to put this. I could put this here. Because we are going to put all of our stuff here. I'll tell you what, let's put it up here. So if I pop this here, it's quite nice and it actually gives us a layout of where it wants things to go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there we go. We also need a form of activating it. So let's get a button and just put it on the ground. And that will activate the altar. So let's look at mystical agriculture. We have 27.2 thousand Inferium essence. That sounds like a lot, but we would love more, essentially. We are going to look for the crystal. We have 2 different types of crystals. They do the exact same thing. Our infusion crystal is just cheaper than a master infusion crystal. And I did calculate we needed, to get the amount of supremium here, we need just over 15,000 of Inferium essence. So, I'm just going to make 7 of them. So, let's take an infusion crystal. And let's take our Inferium. If you put them in a diamond shape here, we get Prudentium. Let's just make a stack of it just now. If we take our Prudentium and also make a diamond shape, we get Tertium. If we take our Tertium, we get Imperium. And we take our Imperium and we get 1 Supremium. So you see how this has actually cost us quite a lot of uses on this. So we are going to need 6 of these. Now I thought it was going to take a little bit more. Maybe I didn't need all of these, but it'll be handy nonetheless. So let's take stacks. So we got 1 from a stack of Prudentium. Let's make these into Tertium. Oh. Has that? Oh, it has actually got that money. Sweet. Right, pop these back in here. Make Imperium. And make Supremium. There we go. Okay, I thought they were going to need a little bit more, but maybe I was mistaken. So we can still use these anyhow. So we now have our 6 Supremium. If I look at getting our Master Infusion Crystal, we require 4 Supremium, a Supremium Gemstone, which is a Prosperity Gemstone, and 2 Supremium Essence. Let's create one of these. There you go. And we can make our Master Infusion Crystal. I very much overestimated how many we would need of that. But hey ho, we can still make a bunch of it. Because at the end of the day, we can use all this. If I put this in here and make it Prudentium, then I can still put it down to Inferium. So it doesn't really matter how much I put in. I can still put them back. So we'll make a bunch of Prudentium. Actually, you know what? Let's put it all to the highest it can go, because it's handy to have. So you can actually go a level above. You can make Insanium. It sounds cool, I know, right? But it seems to work, so I'm happy with that. So the main reasons we're wanting to go to mystical agriculture is for these ores. So the ones we do particularly want to do is cobalt and platinum, ones that we're not getting too much of, but I do want to get one of each of these. We also want to get all the modium seeds. That's going to be a little bit more tricky because we're going to need insanium blocks and all the modium blocks. So we will have to go to the Twilight Forest, but we can work on that. You can get a bunch of different ones. So if I put in mist and seed, look at all these different types of seeds you can get. So these element seeds, you can use them. Oh no. You can use them to get different things. So soul soil. Oh god. It does like to break. If I actually go essence, this is probably easier. Coal essence. Get deep slate, stone, coal. Limestone is for limestone. Saltpeter for saltpeter. What was... Oh, dye essence. You can make any type of dye you wish, which is actually going to be really handy, so I might get one of those. Ice essence, there's all these different ones. And you get up here, so gold essence, you can mix, you can make them, lapis, and nether star, which is what we'd actually quite like. This one is slightly different. You need 9 essence to get a shard, and 3 shards make the nether star. It's the same with all the oh no, it's not the same, they may have changed it. It's 8 creates a nugget. And then 9 nuggets creates an ingot. So you need a lot of essence in order to get these higher end ones, which kind of makes sense. Cobalt, it's pretty easy. Where is platinum? There it is. Okay, it's for 2. That's pretty tasty. So, what ones are we going to make first? We should probably get some wood essence. It would be handy to have some wood here. I do actually have quite a bit of wood just now, but it's always handy to have it. So, let's go and make our our seed base, prosperity seed base. I'm gonna make 16 for just now. There we go. Dirt seeds would be pretty good to have just now actually as well. So, we need 4 dirt, 4 inferium, and our prosperity seed base. So let's grab 4 dirt and 4 inferium. Put these in our hotbar. So slap this here. I believe these can go in any which way as long as they're, separated by the other items. So if I was to put dirt here, it would be inferium and inferium. But I could put inferium here and have dirt. So put that here, there, and there. Fill in the rest with inferium. And press the button. See all the little effects? And there we go. We have dirt seeds. Hell yeah. So which ones would I like to do just now? Tell you what, let's create the phytogenic isolator first. Oh, we're going to need lumium. How do we make lumium? Glowstone, silver, and tin. Okay. Let's get some... Oh, still have tin dust there. There we go. Put this in the crusher. This isn't... Okay, good. It's not going to go across. Right. There we go. Lumium. Oh. Where is it again? There we go. Okay. Slap this in there. What do we need for the aluminum gear? Okay, I believe we already had that. So, aluminum gear. That's the thermal one. All the ores. Does it matter which one? Okay, accept either. There we go. Was it gears that we needed? I don't even know if it was gears that we needed. Phytogenic. Oh, it is gears. Okay. We need a machine frame, which requires a tin gear. Create a tin gear. Our machine frame. Oh, we need the redstone flux coil. And we now have a phytogenic isolator. So I'll show you how these work real quick. If I place this down, essentially you have water in here, you put the seed in here, I believe you can put a fertilizer in here, and then it comes out with both the seed and the essence. So if I was to put the dirt seed in here, let's just take a universal cable. Alright, so that's filling up with power. Let's get a bucket. Slap that in there. So I'm not sure how long this takes, but it is working. Which is good. I'm going to grab some more water for this. And there we go. So we get a dirt essence and we get dirt seeds. Now that did take quite some time. Just for a little bit of essence. However, we can make cyclical processing, which puts it back in, as well as using a few more upgrades. So we can use the resonant integral components. We can use... I'm not sure what the other one is called. What is it called? Is it the linkage? I think it's the linkage amplifier. So we can use that. Yeah, so if you don't mind about how much power you're using, we can use the flux linkage amplifier, which is electron plate or 2 electron plates, 2 lead gears, and a redstone flux coil. So let's make that actually. Let's make a flux coil. Oh. I don't think anything else is called linkage. Electrum. I don't even know how you make electrum. How do you make electrum plates? Using an engineer's hammer. Okay, we'll make that, I guess. Electrum. How do we make electrum? Silver and gold. Okay. Make a bunch of that. Cool. So where was the hammer? There it is. Oh, I think it was here actually. And then electrum. We needed 2 of them, as well as a lead gear. Or 2 lead gears, should I say. We'll just make 1 for just now. So a linkage amplifier can go in here. We also want a cyclical processing upgrade, and essentially what that'll do is what it's done here is put what it's using back into here. The cyclical processing upgrade will shove this back in here, so it means you don't have to wait for it to finish to put it back in. It will automatically put it back in, which is quite nice. Let's have a see. Oh god, this needs signalum. How do I make signalum? Copper, silver, and redstone. Oh. Do we have all of that? Question mark? Signalum dust. We don't have the silver dust. How much can I make? 56. I'll take it. even more. There we go. Plenty. So we need signal and gears. 2 of them. What does this need? Redstone servo. Oh, fancy. A silver plate and a Constantin plate, which is nickel and copper. Alright, let's crush up some nickel. So let's get that hammer again. And let's get Constantin dust, or plates even. I believe it was 2, as well as silver. We needed 4 plates. There we go. So if I, oh god, if I put that in there, then what this will do is it will shove, when this comes out, back in here. And here's the moment of truth. There you go. See, it's chucked it back over here and given us a dirt essence. Only thing is, we still need to get water for it, which isn't too bad. But we can definitely do a lot with the space over here. But that's how this works. We can leave that on for 2 mimosos. But let's have a look at what different kinds of seeds we would want. Actually, let's have a looky. We want iron, zinc, uranium, osmium, tin, silver, nickel, lead, aluminium, copper, gold, platinum, and cobalt. Quite a few. Let's see if we can make the cobalt and platinum ones first, because that's the ones we not desperately need, but we would prefer to have. So cobalt seeds, we need Imperium and regular cobalt ingots. So let's grab these 4. And do we have any Imperium? We have 2. Do we have Supremium? We do. There we go. So again, we can place our Prosperity Seed base down with our Cobalt Ingot. And on the spaces, Imperium Essence. Activate. There you go. Cobalt Seeds. Now, I'm pretty sure there is a here we go, Mystical Agriculture one. Oh, we even have a little book. This shows us as well what we can make with the different types of things for the seed. So there's a seed reprocessor, growth accelerator as well. These are used for if you're using the dirt. So the farmland is what's good about it. We may go into it possibly, but I am looking at mainly using these phytogenic insulators. I thought it was isolators, not insulator. Because it means we can just have it right here, slap one in, and get to using it. Right, over here, I can take out the dirt seed. I would like to have cobalt. Tell you what, let's make a sink. Oh, I actually do need a water bucket for it. There we go, make a sink. And I also need... It is that one. I'll put this here for just now. I need this to accept. From the back. Oh, did it do the top? No, I didn't want the top. Ah, there we go, the back. Okay, so that's filled up with water. That'll keep its thing going. And eventually we'll make it so that it'll output from the top as well, because we'll get the water from the back. Or either we can take it from... We can extract from the back and input water from the top. It really doesn't matter. But it's really just up to personal preference. We've already got a cobalt essence, so we're already on the way for that. Let's go and make a platinum one. Do we need... What kind do we need? We need supremium essence for that. Okay. Because we just used some of that, so I'll take that. We need 4 of these. Oh, what's your deals? Ooh. Actually, what do we have? Oh, we've got something. Oh, he does have a... Oh, no, you need a trident. Okay. Ah, well. Let's get the platinum. And supremium in. There we go. There we go. We got a bit of platinum seed there. So look, already got 3 cobalt essence. How much do we need for... Is it all the way around? Yeah, it's all the way around, creates 3 cobalt. Okay. Well, once we get... Actually, you know what? Let's make all the seeds that we need to first. I can put these away for just now. So what other seeds would we like? Because it would be nice to have one for each of these. And we need to look at all the modium, but we won't be able to get all the modium just yet because we need 4 blocks and we only have enough for 1 block just now. So, yeah. Let's have a look. We need iron. Actually. There we go. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. I think we'll need a few more than just that. There we go. How many? So that's 9, 10, 11. Okay, we actually will have enough. Right. And that's our last one for these. So that's pretty tasty. I'm quite happy with this. Oh, it's got 17 cobalt essence. Oh, tasty. So that now becomes 6. So it does take a while if we're just using this. And that's if. Because we can upgrade these quite a little bit. So I'm actually going to show that off just now. We can give it some different components. I'm going to give it another linkage amplifier. So let's go and grab that. We need 2 more lead gears. We need electrum plates. Oh, we need the hammer. Can I do that? No. Let's get the linkage amplifier. Redstone coil. And essentially what this one does is it adds 100% base power. So it will use up a lot more energy. However, we're not too fussed about energy at this point. We have 940 million FE. If I go over here, you can actually see the ins and outs. So, yeah, I think we're okay for power. That's not all we can do here. If we look at our augments, that's not what I want to do. Is it components? Components. So the scale factor goes up as well. So let's look at the hardened integral components. Do we need... We need the one prior. Okay. Right, let's go and make it. Components. There we go. We need a gold gear. Happy to make that. This needs invar, redstone, and glass. So if I was to put this in here, first off the power goes up, but you see, that goes up pretty tastily fast. So I'm going to take that back out, let's have a look at the next one. Reinforced integral. We need signalum gears. Now we did actually make a bit more signalum there, so I'm okay with just spending it willy-nilly. We also needed electrum ingots and nether quartz alongside the original hardened integral component, which makes us a reinforced integral component. Slap that in here. Again, our power goes up, the water goes up, and it goes even faster. However, we're not done there. Let's have a look at the next one, the resonant, which we'll definitely need to do stuff for. We need hardened glass. Is this gonna... There we go. We don't have a fire charge, but we can make fire charges. If this goes around to hardened glass again, here we go. Obsidian, nether quartz, sand, and fire charge. I'm gonna make a few just in case. We need lumium gears, so 2 of them, and endurium. With that, we need lead dust, platinum, and ender pearl, as well as a hammer. That is gonna cost a lot. Bloody hell. What kind of hammer can we make? Ore hammer. Can we make it using the iron ore hammer? Well, considering we can use it with vibranium... Oh! Yes, we can make it with an iron ore hammer. That'll be so much easier. Iron ore hammer. Okay. Let's go back on here. There it is. We need lead dust and platinum dust. Actually, no, we need more lead, wasn't it? There we go. Alright, let's go and crush these. Let's see if we can get some endurium from this. Oh, it's ender dust. Endurium dust. Here we go. 28. Can we pop some more of that in there? There we go. A whole stack. Alright, smelt those up, and we can make it. Resonant integral component. Shove that in here. And look at how fast that's going now. Now, this is using more power than it will ever need to. But I think it can work. We can also use different catalysts. So we have the best one here, which is the Phytogrow. Primary modifier 3%, 3 times even. Auxiliary modifier 3 times. Energy modifier 0.8 times. Use chance 75%. We can use a bunch of bone meal because we have lots of bone meal. So I'm not sure how this will work. Does it use it up when it... I'm not sure how this works, actually. I'm trying to see if it actually takes it. It doesn't seem to actually do anything. Do we try with Phytogrow? See if that does anything? I wonder if it will do anything. It doesn't do anything. Okay. Well, you know what? That's okay. We're still getting quite a lot of essence. And if we did that, there you go. 15 cobalt ingots right there. And that will help dramatically when we start getting a lot more of these. But that'll be good for just now. We can make some more phytogenic insulators. There we go. That's a big word. But I may do that off camera. However, I will have a look into the farmland just now. So these ones, the different farmlands, actually help with how much, I believe it's the output of how much gives you essentially. So if I come over here, we'll go over here, so because there's nothing over here. Oh god. So we can make the inferium farmland. We'll make it like that. I believe we can just make it like that. There we go. So let's make 4. There you go, dirt seeds. There we go. So let's make, do we have any inferium seeds? No. How do we make the inferium seeds? Oh. Just like that. So, I'm not sure if this is the dirt doing that, but we've got a secondary output of 20% and inferium output of 100%. So let's make the next tier up. I believe we'll need some more Prudentium. Oh, I'm gonna have to go sleep. Come on. Watch them, they're running. They're like, no! Oh, really? Ha! Get slapped. Okay, let's have a look at that farmland again. No. Actually, let's get the... Oh, there we go. Farmland. Prudentium. There we go. So let's put the Prudentium here. And if I'm to get inferium seeds again, let's get 4 of them. Just so we've got apples to apples comparing. So inferium output is 150%, and the secondary chance is 10%. Okay. Righty, let's try it on... Is it tertium? Tert. Oh, I'm gonna need more. I think that was it. Tertium farmland, where is it? There it is. Grab 4 of them. How many more inferium seeds? Oh my god, there's so many things. So we get 200% output from tertium. So is it just adding 50% each time? So let's get the Imperium. We don't have any Imperium. Do we have any Supremium? We do have Supremium. So use that. Where's the farmland? Imperium farmland. Oh, I put our hoe away. God damn it. So it's adding 50% to it. So in theory, it should have 2 to 3 of Imperium when this finally grows. There we go. And the next one is Supremium. We actually have 4 Supremium. So there we go. So that's 300%. Okay, and then Insanium. So we don't actually have enough insanium to get that. But you know what? Let's make it. Master crystal. And where was our prudentium? There it is. How much can we make? Oh. Do we still have more crystals to use up? We do. Right, we still need more. Oh, that's the crystal used up. Nice. Let's make a bunch of it. There we go. Because we can always turn it back down. There we go. So 8. Okay. That's not too bad. We can make 4 with this. Right, and we just need inferium seeds again. So it is up 50% again. So, oh no. Do we have anything in mystical agriculture that can help us with growing things? Yes, indeed. So we have these growth accelerators. Now it goes up to the range of 60 blocks, and I'm not sure if multiple help. Grows the plant above it faster. Let's go straight for the inferium. We need a supremium crystal. Okay. There we go. Supremium growth accelerator. Oh, we need the... No, that's not what I was looking for. The prosperity crystal. There it is. So we make 3 out of that. If I put that there. Is that making any difference? Because that was under this one. If I do this. Has that done anything? I don't think so. Do we have... We still have the watering can. Or the mystical fertilizer. Or we can just use that. So we can get a lot from using the fertilizer. But again, the growth accelerator hasn't really done anything. Grows the plant above it faster. Because it's right there. We do have quite a bit of this, so we can just kind of keep going with it. Does this only work with that? No, it works with everything. But the fact we're using on insanium means we're getting the maximum output for what we're giving it, essentially. So that was quite a lot it just gave us, which is quite nice. However, for 4 you need a diamond. So it's not cheap. That one's growing faster than that one. We'll see what happens. But this is essentially the farmland that we're dealing with. Let's see how many cobalt we've got here. Oh, tasty amount. 51 cobalt ingots, and that's why I like these as well. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and grab a few more phytogenic insulators and get them all lined up with these seeds. So I'm going to go and do that just now. Right, so these have now been created. I've got these 3 as spare, Oldemodium, Unobtainium, and Vibranium, and this one's just a spare one if we need, like dirt. We can put dirt seed in it. There we go. So now these are all rocking the highest upgrades that they can. So these will be going into here. Let's have a look at how much essence we've got so far. Okay, it's looking pretty tasty. It's looking pretty tasty. Now this will be left on kind of doing its own thing, which is quite nice. So that's in addition to all of this. Oh, I can take this away. I was getting up some obsidian. Let's have a look at how our dirt experiment is going over here. These are not grown yet. This one's the furthest on. I will need to look up how the growth accelerator works because it doesn't look like it's doing much. We will probably get some more of these as well because I've just remembered we're also doing emeralds and diamonds and lapis and all that. Lapis not too much doesn't need, but redstone we definitely don't need for it. We'll probably make one anyway. But so far the essence seems to be working pretty well. I'll grab these. Look at that already. And the platinum. Oh, tasty. The silver. I think they're all like this. I just ate. I think that's all we can do for mystical agriculture in this current time. But this is what we're looking for mainly. Just making sure we've got everything we need so we can take out these seeds as we see fit. We can also add more machines. So for these ones, these are in spare for just now, but we'll need to go and get the ores in order to get that. So guys, thank you for coming along to today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. We have covered quite a lot of mystical agriculture, and we will be needing it for getting towards our 1 billion metals and gems challenge. It is going to take quite a while. I understand that. However, I think it's going to go pretty well. We're going to need to step up our production behind us. I think we are actually going to want to make a bigger warehouse for lots and lots and lots of it. That would be even better. Possibly out that way, or that way technically. But yeah, mystical agriculture is going to help us get along with our gems especially, as well as the Oldemodium, Vibranium, Unobtainium seeds once we procure them. Vibranium is next on the list, so we'll be figuring out ways of getting Vibranium ingots. But guys, thank you for coming along today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to slap that like button down below. It's very much appreciated. Give a sub below if you really want to. And yeah, thank you so much. I love you, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye bye.